So you've put in all of this hard work and you've created your designs, you've perfected it, you're so proud of what you've done, but now is the next step. You need to share your designs with other people. You're scared. You've heard these horror stories before about people sending their designs to agencies and their designs being ripped off. But you've heard of this thing called copyright, of trademark. But it scares you because you don't have the budget for it. You think that you need to hire expensive lawyers, you need to go into intellectual property laws, and you need to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars. Is there an alternative? Well, the good news is you can do it yourself with zero or very, very little dollars. And that's what I'm going to be discussing in today's episode. Both copyright and design rights are rights that you have by default. But the issue here is in proving that you are the originator of this design. You have to go and challenge the person that is challenging your design or your copyright in a court of law, and you need to be able to prove that you were the one who originally created this design. When you have a registered design copyright, this is where you're already protected because you've already gone ahead, you've already checked, does this design already exist in the public? If so, you can't register as a trademark, and you're protecting yourself in the future if someone else who holds that design comes and tries to get compensation from you. What do you do if you find yourself in a scenario where someone has infringed on your copyright? Well, the safest and easiest way would be to go ahead and officially register your design, though this can cost you some money. If you truly feel that you are confident that this is an original design, go ahead and register your design. But I understand for most of us, the budget may not allow it. So what are the no to low cost ways that you can actually protect yourself? The first is what is known as self-copywriting, the process of gathering all of the design assets, sketches, notes, research, original artwork, printing everything out, having it in physical format, putting it into an envelope, taking that envelope down to the post office, taping it down with a seal, and having it posted back to your address so we can get an official third-party entity to timestamp or to create an official seal that dates that specific design. That way in the future, if you have to go into a court of law, you can actually showcase, oh, this was posted to me with a seal that was unbroken on this date, and you can check by UPS in order to actually verify that. One problem with this method is that, sure, you've already realized that it can easily be faked. All you need is a way to recreate a shipping label, and perhaps you're able to recreate a seal and to stamp it yourself. Make sure that you tape the lid of the envelope shut, and on that tape, you want to half print the date, the shipping date on the seal itself, so on the tape itself, and then the other half should be on the envelope. That means that if anyone has tampered with the seal and has broken it, that it will definitely show up on there, and it would just be less official or less registered. Next is that you can use timestamp photographs. A lot of digital cameras give you the ability to print out directly on the photo a digital timestamp that verifies the time and date in which the photo was taken. That way, you can always verify that this design was photographed on this specific date. That way, if someone infringes on your design rights after that date, you can prove that you were first to create the design itself. What do you do if you work digitally? Let's just say you work on Procreate or on Photoshop. Well, the same is true. These programs offer you the ability to have a date or a time stamp that's embedded into the file format itself. But I'd recommend taking that file, putting it on a USB or on a disk, and doing the same thing, physically mailing it to yourself in a stamped and a sealed down envelope. That way it becomes part of your design files or your self-copyright claim. Last, I definitely recommend keep all variations, all sketches, all design research, and do the same thing that I mentioned in the previous step. Mail it to yourself in a sealed envelope. The more that you can show the design process behind creating your original copyrighted design, the better chance that you're going to face in a court of law should it come down to someone infringing on your copyright and you having to prove that you are the original owner of the design. One easy thing that you can use to showcase to the public that a design is self-copyrighted is to use the TM symbol. This is something that a lot of people get twisted. The difference between the TM symbol and the R symbol. Both effectively do the same thing, are an indication that you are the owner of a trademark or a copyright of a specific thing, whether it's a shape, whether it's a logo. But the difference is that a TM means it's an unregistered design versus an R symbol means that it's officially registered, and it's illegal to use the R symbol in the event that you don't have an officially registered design. And though none of this stuff is legally binding, it can be a way for you to get the peace of mind or the next steps that you need to take in order to protect yourself. I'll give you guys personalized information on where you can go in order to protect yourself if you're willing to register your design, or what you can do to self-copyright. So check the link in the description for that one-on-one consultation call. They're limited slots, so act fast. Thank you so much for the opportunity, for your attention, for you to watch this episode, and until next time, stay awesome.